I won't bother recording. I'll just upload the VOD. Alrighty. My room's kind of a mess. Okay, that's a good spot for you. Okay, I might have to do the half coordinated thing of just having one hand to hold the controller. Just gonna preload some areas because if I don't, the timing's gonna screw me up. This is gonna be a shit show. Several tricks are probably gonna take way too many times. I might have to rebind my controls several times during the run to make it work. But we'll do it. Fuck it, we do it live. So, tres, dos, uno. Start. Alrighty. Thanks for the good luck. I'm going to need it. No attack roll cancels for me today. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rebind controls at least once. Okay. Yeah. I will allow myself the half coordinated thing of using one hand to at least grip the controller. But I'm only using it for that. Also, you know what? I might as well. This was a stream incentive, so I will agree to I will agree to put on the silly weapons, which is something I normally only do for marathons. Jeez, this load is long. I guess I forgot to preload Valduke. Maybe if I back up a little. Hold on. I want to make sure that it actually is capturing the controller in its entirety. So y'all can see exactly what I'm doing here. There's so many inputs in this game, dude. Please tell me that doesn't kill my S rank. Okay, I still get my S rank, which is good. It's gonna get me the elixir that I need for buying stuff. Okay. If anyone's wondering what the heck my sweater is saying, it says, "You're in San Diego and I'm in hell." It is a quote from one of Probably one of the less good John Boy's videos, but still probably, like, one of my favorite lines for many of his videos. I don't know why they made, like, a... Just I don't know why it's, like, this in particular. I know the basic joke behind it is it's, like... Hell and San Diego are the two places you would never need a sweater. So it's like there's a certain ironic value to it. If I prepped this with a better control scheme in mind, things might be a little smoother, but I feel like part of the fun of doing, like, an incentive like this is the fact that it's just, like... It's forcing me to do things differently. Yo, Zello, thanks for the raid. How's stream? Okay. I forgot to set the warp. Alrighty, have a nice dinner. I know that game would tire you out and make you hungry. So, hello everyone, I'm Ghost Kumo. This is a game that I normally run any percent of, or at least have in the past. I haven't done it in a while. A couple years ago I did an incentive, or I did a marathon for a friend. One of the stretch goals was this, and other things came up, and I'd never really sat around to de-rust this game. I did recently for a marathon, partially because it would give me an excuse to do this. But I'm playing it one-handed. I have made one compromise, which is that I am using my left hand solely to hold the controller for stability. But that's all I'm doing. Why? Game just shift tabbed on me. Everything about this is harder than it looks. There we go. Honestly, I think most of my save files at the top are free real estate. Yeah, it's mostly just... I'll just save 13. Come on. Okay. So dash, R2, L2 to roll, L1 to jump. Okay. Ah. Okay. This, like, right here is probably the hardest thing I'm gonna do in this entire fucking, thing. This and, like, one of the upcoming skips. Okay. Nope, not load, save. Not save, load. Ugh, this is itching my hand real bad. Alright. Okay, it's part 1. Okay. So I want to attack there, dash on R2. Hello, Kiwi. We're at the fumbling around to try and, like, get a control setup that works part of the run. Because there's like 7 different things you need to come up with inputs for. Yep. The problem is we don't have a lot of space to work with, and the character is like has like a burst of speed when they start moving, so. Oops. My instinct is to press that as a roll. Do I have bound for roll? Evade is L2. Dang it. Why is that now roll? That should be jump. Where's my control scheme going so fucky? We'll keep at this till I get it. The problem is he likes to do that. Alright, see you around, Kiwi. Have a good one. Alright, let's try this instead. Now dash, R2, evade, triangle. Dang it, one extra. The awkward way characters start to move has always made this trick really annoying. There we fucking go. Okay. one of the hardest parts of the run out of the way. This is fine. I don't care that much about combat here. Keeping these bindings until I get to past the next part. Da. So I had the trick, yeah, this part's gonna be dumb. All right. There we go. Oh my goodness. Hey. This part's gonna be annoying. Yeah, what up, Magoo Master? Fuck you, Kirby. The amount of things you have to do. I think I should just have Crimson Line bound to my evade button for now. There we go. Okay. Platforming is hard, dude. Oops. So many of the tricks that I'm used to, I have to adjust the camera, and the camera resets. Let's see. There we go. Alright. Thanks for the good luck. we're playing kind of crappy, but I got past some of the hard parts, so... Alright. Set these back to where we usually have them. That's most of the hard stuff. Until endgame, anyways. There's gonna be some shenanigans with the final dungeon. I'm not even gonna try the jump. I'm just gonna take the long way around. So I'm still going to be basically doing everything that any percent does. Just, I have to figure out this game's billion buttons that are already too much for two hands. Like, this game has so many inputs that we need to bind that there are three buttons I actually use on the keyboard in any percent because I just don't have the room for them elsewhere. I fucked it up. Thanks for the good luck, Shawnee. Oh, this wouldn't matter. Okay. All right. And if anyone wants to argue about using the hand for just the stability, like, okay. I don't really care. Like, I would basically just be doing that instead, so it's not really changing that much. It's just for my sanity. Alrighty. Yogi, my friend. Help me out here, bud. Talk to me, baby. Okay, that didn't work. It was a little too late on the jump. That's bad. Okay. It did make an autosave at least. It's not the autosave I want. Ah, fuck. Um... Well, shit. Oh, I gotta do that again. I should have saved. Okay. Minor setbacks. We'll get there. Alright, well, I will remember to save next time I do this trick. The funny thing is, combat is the least, like... the least involved part. Like, the inspiration behind me even trying this was that I can do the final boss, like, first phase one-handed and, like, lose almost no time. Like, in a casual, like, speedrun of this game. Alright, take two. Do 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 do. Yeah, thanks for the raid, Tigurian. What is that emote? What is that emote? It's Nubo. I couldn't see the face. It's fucking Nubo, dude. Oh. That's so good, dude. Alright, darling. Okay. Are you streaming anything? It says party of 2, but sometimes I just initiate the raid party of 1 just because I can. Gravity Rush HD. I need to play Gravity Rush. I have that. Yes, please shout Tigurian out. Okay, I'm gonna make another save here and load because the enemies are going to fucking kill me. Just make sure this works. Okay, that works. Played through the remaster since you platinumed it on Vita but didn't finish the DLC. Sure. I have it on PS4. I probably should play the Vita version as a Vita proponent. Shoutouts to 2 Dogies and 2 Parks. If you talk to these 2, by the way, if you talk to those 2, the game crashes. I found that out the hard way recently. I don't think I'll need that many, but what? Hehe. Hey. Sure. If I use these, it'll be a shameful run. As if my gameplay so far hasn't already been kind of shameful. Okay. Ah, right. Oh, that's not gonna do it. I got shoved off, which is bad. Thanks for good luck, Highwinds. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, so equip. Make sure you have the blue bandana. Get that on. Spin to win, everybody. That was an accident. Like, if you're doing this one-handed, it's actually just easier to kinda... Oh. To not hold a direction, because, like, your characters have a little bit of auto-aim. Nice lag. Oh, crap. Wrong move. Ah, keep instinctively doing that. Okay. No. Well, that's a nice time loss. It's minor, but it's time loss. Unfortunate. I only have one thumb to work with here. Crap. Still one more. I'm more interested in finishing than I am in going fast, but there is the speedrunner part of me. It's just like, man, it sucks that this feels as slow as it does. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I didn't do any routing, really. I did a very brief demo, not even demo, but just kind of like getting the feel for it, like a couple years ago when I came up with the idea to even do it. It's not even the right way. Outside of splits. Okay. I have no idea how I'm going to get this room done, this coming room, to be completely, perfectly honest. Most of the speed tech that we do here is kind of silly. So what's the history on this? I submitted it as like a sure why not for Ozathon if we hit like a stretch goal. And I believe it was met. I don't remember exactly, but I'm like, I kind of want to just do it. So I'm like, say if I did. I'm pretty sure, like, it was, but... Like... I don't specifically remember, like, what the threshold was. I think Shawnee said he would do something, and he did it a long time ago. Oh, okay. I have a very stupid idea. I need you to all bear with me here when I get to doing this. No, 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 no. I hit load, not I meant to hit save. Oh, god damn it. Well, take two again. So I have a very stupid idea for how I'm gonna make progress here. This is a make me suffer incentive. It's not a this is not something I would normally do. Oh. Right. You can just make it over here. Like, if anything, I have all the respect in the world for people who speedrun games one-handed. I mean, not even apropos of that, like, Half is just one of the coolest people I know in the speedrunning community, and I've kind of, I did a one-handed custom robo run many years ago, but that game's a lot easier to one-hand than this. Alright, this is going to be very silly. System, save. Save to file 13. Okay. This is going to be extremely silly. Alright. Make it the next file. I never said I have to use just my hand. Alright. Okay. Honestly, I probably can do this entire, like, One-handed, I just have to kind of come up. I have to like press the control stick against my body. Nope, that would have killed it. Alright. Okay. Step 1, down. That's a load. Let's save instead. Okay. That's not it. Crap. More my lip, but yeah. Burying the lead a little bit. I'm not using teeth, it's just my lip. I'm just pressing against my face. I don't care at this point. Okay. Step 2. There's no tongue in this. There's no tongue in this. Which is a very funny thing to say out of context. I'd be just basically pressing it against my body otherwise. Okay. Okay. I think I'll just see if I can find another way to do it. Yeah, it does kind of feel lame. Like, even thinking about it. No, I don't disagree, actually. Alright. Just that. problem is I have very specific bindings for this. It's like it would take a while to get it set up to actually be able to just control the joystick and use 2 different buttons. So... like if I use my knee or whatever... We're past the point of coming up with workarounds for this at this point. This particular skip is like not even that okay, it's not even like that important. It's I have to get to a certain distance. And I have 3 very specific buttons I need to press. Yeah, no, I wouldn't use my foot. Or not that kind of thing. Okay. I need to, at minimum, get to the center room. Also, this hurts my hand an unbelievable amount. And yeah, there's kill planes. We don't have to deal with that a lot. Yep, keep hitting the kill plane. Well, the reset plane. It's not really a kill plane, it's more of a... yeah. Yep. Is that enough? You know, the funny thing is I haven't done this as intended and... oops. Why? Oh my god. What the fuck? Why is that a binding? Okay. Okay. Something's up here. Yeah, my Windows is fucked. It's like I accidentally opened big picture mode or some shit. Yeah, no, my everything is okay. Yeah, I is it that what did that? You couldn't see anything on the stream, but like, yeah, something fucky happened there, dude. Also, it's been so long since I've done this as intended, I actually have forgotten. Okay, yeah, it's just break the crystals. Yep. Yeah, we would have just broken the crystals to get here anyways. Okay. It's been so long since I've done this as intended, I've actually forgotten what the intended solution is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're not doing that skip because it's just, yeah, the amount of inputs I'd have to make, it's like, I feel like already the little bit that I was like with the mouth is like already kind of cheating, and like I could have probably gotten around that anyway if I did the intended strat. So it's like I don't think it's like that big a deal, but yeah, I'd just rather do the rest of this legit than like try to jump through any more hoops to make this work. The one rule I did say, like, for certain I would be okay with would be, would be using one hand, using my left hand for strictly for stability for the controller. Okay. There I used my palm, so... Okay, that's it. That's one. That's two. I need to be saving more. Just sudden realization, because I could just warp Doll out of existence, and that would cut my damage big time for the final boss. Low-key, having Mind's Eye bound to L3 kind of sucks. For this particular thing. Alright, here's the hard part. And the last, like, real bit of movement tech in the run. Maybe I should just do this then. Alright, I'm disabling Mind's Eye. Like, this shit doesn't need to be on until the final boss anyway, so... Or Third Eye, or whatever. And it's, like, actually a problem. Yeah, thanks for the good luck instant. It's been so long since I actually figured out the, like, intended strat for this. Yep. Yeah, we'll just do this as intended, rather than, like, the shortcut. Because I just need the one thing. The last skip is, like, super easy to perform. Wait, did I screw up my bindings? Oh, okay, dash is L2. Evade is should be L1. Nah, okay. Yep, okay. Okay. I did set the warp, so warp to Dandelion. Dum bow 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 dum dum bow bow bow. I forgot to put this on because we're doing this kind of shenanigans today. Alright. Set my button config back to normal. Okay. Thanks, Shentok. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, whatever. Premature fires of my extra skill have been kind of part and parcel with this run at this point. It's just been the necessary evil of dealing with the control scheme. Okay, item. Thanks, Captain. Alrighty. Let's fuck this shit up. Time for the easiest part of the game to do one-handed. And I'm not even exaggerating at all. Just make sure I refresh the cheese gratin if I run out. Nice lag. Okay, this will finish. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Here's the easy part. Or the slightly less easy part, but still easy. Still easy. This final boss is easy. Oops. I would have kind of liked to have taken that damage. Alright, phase 1 down. It really is funny coming off of this and going into East 10's final boss. Like, no joke, East 10's final boss might actually be the best one they've had in a very long time. Okay, this is going to be some awkward movement. Alrighty. How am I going to deal with you? Oh. That's that one. Just gonna use that for now. Oh, he can. Okay, I was like, is he replenishing? Wrong character. That's not the real one? Okay, I was 50-50ing it because this is kind of annoying. Alright. Okay. I can actually start hitting the boss. It's this one here. Okay, that one. I realize my camera angle is probably making it look really bad. I'm not at all touching the game with my left hand at that point, but I was like, my hand is just over my controller. That's the other one. Okay. Die. Die. Okay. This whole thing was a train wreck. This whole thing was a fucking train wreck, dude. But you know what? Once I got past, like, the early part of the run, like, most of it was fun. And, if I'd known my backups going into this, I probably would have better planned around them. But we're good. We're good. Okay. Now, will we get blessed by double parks? That's my question. There's double Dogi. There's double parks. Yes! Look at him. Look at this homunculus of a creature here. Alrighty. GG's, sort of. I don't know. I think I could plan on this better and, like, probably save a whole bunch more time, because this was just kind of impromptu. I didn't really have, like, a plan going into this. And yeah, I was like, you know, probably using... It's like I could use my chin, use my mouth. I'm like, the more I did that, I'm like, yeah, this just kind of feels like it's cheating. So, well, it didn't actually make like a substantial amount of progress in this. It still just was like, yeah, it's a little iffy about it. So I wouldn't do that if I did that again. So.